How to increase click-through rate on YouTube. Neuromarketing techniques powered YouTube thumbnails. Applying all the neuromarketing principles I show you in this video will greatly increase your click-through rate on YouTube. You might wonder why.
It's magic.
Well, I'll explain that in this video too. To fully understand and apply the most effective neuromarketing technique that prompts people to click, you'll need to watch the entire video. I'm also going to show you the one thing that separates the very successful YouTubers like Mr. Beast from all the rest. So watch, learn, and prepare to skyrocket your click-through rate.
Marketing Psycho. Hacking the brains by button.
Now, let me pose a question to you. What, in your opinion, is the ultimate driver of clicks according to neuromarketing? Here's a clue for you. It's one word related to the unknown. Please write your answer in a comment below. I'll give you 3 seconds. The ultimate driver of clicks, as identified by neuromarketing, is curiosity. The concept you'll learn to apply in this video is the curiosity gap.
What the hell is that?
Perhaps you've already heard about the curiosity gap, but I can assure you that I will introduce application methods, many of which you may not have encountered before. First, let me define the curiosity gap for you. The curiosity gap is the space between what we currently know and what we want to know. This gap is a fundamental driver of human behavior and, consequently, a primary driver of clicks on YouTube. Our brains are wired to crave closure. So, when we're introduced to an unfinished story or a question without an answer, it feels like having an itch that we're desperate to scratch. Our brains think, wow, I could really use some closure right now. This pushes us to seek out answers by clicking on the YouTube thumbnail. This gap is only closed by clicking on the thumbnail and watching it. The stronger the curiosity gap, the more clickable the thumbnail becomes. The most compelling curiosity gaps on YouTube are often created using one of the following 5 thumbnail types. 1. Moment thumbnails. These thumbnails generate curiosity by offering a glimpse into the moment right before a powerful reaction. When the moment captured contains enough emotion and tension, it becomes nearly irresistible. People inevitably click on the video to find out what happens directly before, during, and after that exact moment. 2. Story thumbnails. Story thumbnails provoke a simple question: what happens next? Rather than focusing on a specific moment before a reaction, story thumbnails emphasize building a narrative. They usually do this by introducing a point of tension or a question that sets up the first act of the story. People click on these thumbnails to find the resolution of the tension. The stronger the tension, the more effective the thumbnail. 3. Result thumbnails. Result thumbnails feature a desired result and invoke 2 questions in the viewer: how did they do it, and how can I do it too? The more sought after the result, the stronger the curiosity gap and the more effective the thumbnail. 4. Transformation thumbnail. Transformation thumbnails also feature a desired result, but they additionally show a beginning state, typically like before-after thumbnails. The more relatable the beginning state, the more effective the transformation thumbnails are. The curiosity stems from the desire to know the story and process behind getting from point A to point B. 5. Novelty thumbnail. Novelty thumbnails draw their power from our natural urge to experience something we've never seen before. There are 2 types of novelty that are particularly effective: novelty that inspires awe and novelty that is weird or unexpected. This approach works best when combined with something people are already familiar with, offering a unique spin on something they know. To create a curiosity gap effectively, you must figure out the right question you want to use. If you're struggling with this, it might indicate that the video idea you're considering may not be the right fit.
I think that idea sucks.
You need a compelling video idea to apply these principles effectively. But for someone to be captivated by your curiosity gap, they first need to notice it, right? Before I show you how to capture viewers' attention with powerful neuromarketing techniques, subscribe to my channel so you can stay ahead of 99% of YouTubers.
Thank you.
As soon as people log onto YouTube, they're greeted with a screen full of different recommendations, each vying for attention. Often, they browse through these recommendations with their brains on autopilot, not fully registering what they see. I promise to show you what separates the very successful YouTubers from all the rest. The best YouTubers in the world excel at one specific thing that makes users notice their thumbnails: pattern interruption.
What?
You need specific elements in your thumbnail to make users stop scrolling. Fortunately, neuromarketing has already revealed what makes people stop scrolling. Anything that speaks to your reptilian brain takes priority. Our brains are constantly bombarded by stimuli, so they use attention focusing on the most relevant or useful information while filtering out the rest. You definitely don't want your YouTube thumbnail to be filtered out. The good news is that the brain can be hacked. Your brain is biologically primed to pay more attention to certain things. Some marketers refer to these elements in digital marketing as scroll stoppers. I will share 7 scroll stoppers that you can use in your thumbnails to achieve a higher click-through rate on YouTube. 1. Use faces. You've probably heard that thumbnails featuring faces tend to perform well, and there's a good reason for this. Our brains excel at recognizing faces. This ability helps us understand other people's emotions and intentions, which can in turn signal a potential threat or opportunity. The larger the face, the stronger this effect. However, Mr. Beast's face on a thumbnail is more effective due to something known as familiarity bias, which suggests our brains are naturally drawn to what we're familiar with. Do you have a small channel? No problem. You can leverage familiarity bias to your advantage. Use faces of people widely known among your audience to see your click-through rate soar. 2. Use large numbers. Generally, we're attracted to large, round numbers. A thumbnail with a large number is more likely to stop the scroll than the same thumbnail without the number. Large numbers become even more clickable when money is involved, leading us to the next scroll stopper: money.
Money.
3. Use pictures of money. Indeed, the sight of money in any form tends to halt scrolling. Neuroscience studies have shown that the sight of money significantly affects our subconscious, reducing stress and pain, promoting risk-taking behavior, and activating the brain's reward centers. 4. Danger and movement. We're also hardwired to detect danger and movement, as they often signal a new threat or opportunity, 2 things we desperately need to survive. Incorporate images depicting dangerous situations or movement in your thumbnails. Use motion effects, like motion blur. 5. Use emotions on faces. Enhancing the impact of faces with emotions draws more attention. We're naturally drawn to displays of emotion because an emotional reaction in others can signal a threat we haven't detected ourselves. Thumbnails featuring happy, shocked, or laughing faces work well. The more intense the emotion, the better the performance of the thumbnail. 6. Use bright colors. Neuromarketing studies have confirmed that we're biologically attracted to bright colors. In the early days of human existence, bright colors could help identify everything from ripening fruit to fresh blood, crucial for instant reactions. Utilize bright colors in your thumbnails to boost click-through rates. 7. Aesthetically pleasing images. Aesthetically pleasing images can evoke strong emotional responses, leading to feelings of pleasure and happiness. These images are more likely to capture and hold our attention and can even reduce stress. Choose your images wisely so they align with your content. While it's tempting to use as many scroll stoppers as possible in a thumbnail, avoid doing so. Overloading a thumbnail with too many elements can confuse the brain, diminishing the desired effect. There are many neuromarketing techniques available to increase sales and click-through rates on YouTube. The first step on your journey should be to understand what neuromarketing is and how it aids marketers in selling more. Watch the next video to start acquiring skills that will set you apart from the crowd of YouTubers. Join our rapidly growing community by signing up for Marketing Psycho email list. Check the link in the description. See you in the next video.